Hello everyone, I'm Sonali Kanawade, Assistant Professor of AIDS Department of ASSMS IOIT Pune. Today we are going to discuss about the spiral model. This is the uh, SDLC model, that is spiral model. These are the four phases in spiral model. First one is the planning, research, analysis, then engineering, or it may also called as construction. Then last one is the evaluation. So before going to this is called as why it is called as spiral model. So it is also known as a spiral life cycle model. In spiral model, we can easily adjust the software development with the required changes. This model is suitable for large, expensive, and complicated projects. So it is it is a circular view of the software life cycle. So the spiral model was first defined in an article by Barry Boehm in 1986. And this spiral model is based on experience with large government software projects. So the goal was to provide a model with greater flexibility the that could better serve these types of projects. Then the spiral model software, spiral model, our software development life cycle. In this cycle, the each phases or each passes through the spiral model consists of planning, research, analysis, engineering, and evaluation phase. So showing figure. So first phase is the planning phase. Phase, the new system requirements are generated and defined after the complete system study. This usually involves interviewing requirements of user, preparation of detailed flow diagram, showing the process and processes for which going to be developed. Then the input and output in terms of how the data is to be recorded or entered, and the form is which the results are to be presented. So risk analysis phase. Next is the risk analysis phase. In this phase, identification of risk and alternate solutions are discussed. Mainly risk is observed in this phase. The process includes identifying the factors that may cause the risk to successful completion of the entire project development. And in risk analysis phase, identification of risk and alternate solution for that is discussed by very expert and experienced people. Then next phase is the engineering phase or construction phase. In this phase, the software is produced along with coding as well as testing. At the end of the phase, the prototype, that is sample model, is tested against customer expectation and evaluates this area to verify the various aspects of the development. Then until customer satisfaction is achieved before development of the next page of the product, refinement and rectifications of the prototype is done. So evaluation phase, evaluation phase in this phase, the final system is throughout the evaluated and tested based on the refined prototype. Evaluation phase allows the customer to evaluate the output uh, of the project to data before the project or continue to the next spiral. In routine maintenance is carried out on the continuing basis of prevent large scale failures and to minimize downtime. So these are the phases of spiral model. Then next is the advantages of spiral model. Uh, First one is the risk handling. So risk handling the projects with many unknown risks that occur as a development proceeds. In that case, spiral model is the best development model to follow due to the risk analysis and risk handling at every phase. So main advantage is the it is a good model for large and complex project. It reduces the problem at all levels, with direct consideration of risk. Then next is the flexibility in requirement. Then good for large project, flexibility in requirements. Customer satisfaction is most important. Customer can see the development of the product at the early phase of the software development, and thus they updates with the system by using it before completion of the total product. So iterative and incremental approach. The spiral model provide an iterative and incremental approach to software development, allowing for flexibility and adaptability in response to changing requirements or unexpected events. Then next is the emphasis on risk management, improve communication, improve quality. These are the advantages of spiral model. Then next is the disadvantages of spiral model. It can be costly model. It can be a costly model to use. When the risk analysis is carried out, it needs highly specific expertise. Sorry, the project success is highly dependent on the risk analysis phase. Then it is applicable only to large scale system and doesn't work well for a smaller project because of the cost of evaluating risk. So these are the disadvantages of spiral model. Then next is the when to use the spiral model. Is the main important concept. When a project is vast in software engineering, a spiral model is utilized. A spiral approach is utilized when frequent releases are necessary, when it is appropriate to create prototype, when evaluating risk and cost is crucial. The spiral approach is beneficial for projects with moderate to high risk. In software development life cycles, spiral model is helpful when requirements are complicated and ambiguous. If modifications are possible at any moment, and last, when communicating to long-term project is impractical owing to shifting economic priorities. So this is nothing but the spiral model. So in this model, mostly the risk factor is mostly important. Okay, thank you.